Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Spanish campaign. We have been fighting for our life in Greece. We had a disastrous loss at Sparta a couple weeks ago, and last week we barely hung on to Thermon. We have almost no strength left in the city, just 800 soldiers. In Apollonia, we have a whole bunch of troops, but we've finally been besieged here by Quintus Tigellinus. So we are definitely fighting a defensive battle, but luckily the Armada has relieving troops who will arrive next turn. The question is whether Captain Valerius and his Praetorians attack this turn or next turn, because if they attack this turn, Thermon is lost. If they wait a turn, we can easily defend it. So we're just going to have to see. It's up to the Brutii whether they take the city. In the northern front, Alesia was bribed last time. Carbassi the Conqueror has picked up, unfortunately, a negative trait. He got a retinue. He got a Slubberdegolian. So we need to fix him by doing some good old-fashioned Spanish conquest. So I want to see how much we can leave in Alesia, or how little, rather, we can leave in Alesia and have them not rebel. So we'll send back a few units. Alesia, yeah, they're not happy with me. Let's see if we train up a bunch of peasants here. Still not happy with me. Alesia is very picky. All right, they're at 70% public order. That's good enough. The question is this army good enough to take Trier? It's going to be hard, but I'm up to a challenge. I want some revenge against the Britons, so I'm going to go try to attack Trier. Let's head that direction. We'll buy some barbarian mercenaries to send back to Alesia, and next turn we will besiege them at Trier. Let's go ahead and end the turn. There's not much we can do this turn. Hopefully we don't have a battle at Thermon right now. Oh, leave me alone. I hate you. I don't think there's any way I win this battle. I'm going to fight it because I always fight my battles. I don't just accept defeat. But there's really no way I win this battle. The reinforcements will help slightly. We'll get them inside the city. But I just don't see how I can win this. The one shade of hope is that they didn't bring a general. But they don't need a general when they have this much infantry. They have just too much strength. I don't think I can fight them even on the city center. But we'll try it. Look how weird my infantry lined up. They're all shoved in the corner of the city. I don't know what they're doing over here. But we're going to get them back in the tried and tested position that we've been using for all these defenses on the city center. Heavy infantry here, hoplites at the front, weaker units of infantry on the flank. And honestly, we don't need that big of a flank. There we go. Just like this. We won't have them on fire at will yet. We'll use that kind of sparingly when we need to. We'll get our cavalry on the flank over here, and our Cretans sitting behind the army. Now, I expect this to just be a full defeat with no hope, but I will try it. Let's get our reinforcements inside the city. They might help out slightly with just that little extra bit of firepower. Hopefully we can cause some kind of weird break and get a miracle heroic victory. I don't know. So the reinforcements have made it into the city. They're almost to the city center, so that's good. And how do we want to play this? What are they sending in first? Legionary cohorts, just a lot of legionary cohorts. I mean, I guess if we cause a break, we might have a decisive victory right here now. I just don't see that happening. Luckily, their first unit is pretty weak, 62 legionary cohort. We'll pepper them with our archers and maybe use some javelins, and maybe we can cause a break that just avalanches into a whole thing. We'll try it. So they're in range of the Cretans. We're going to start firing some missiles, and we're going to slow this down a little bit because we want to have as much control as possible. This first unit, we can, let's see, there aren't even enough troops here that even if we cause a break, we won't be able to cause a break for the whole army, but we'll just have to do our best here. Turn on fire at will for this unit of bull warriors because we want to break these legionaries right away. And I'm going to prepare the cavalry for a charge. Let's see if we get some javelins into their side. Yes. So they've taken a good amount of damage. They're shaken. The question is, do we charge in and break them now, or do we wait for the other legionaries? Looks like the other legionaries are preparing to attack my cavalry. So we'll target those legionaries with my cavalry, and we will try to break this legionary with my infantry. And this unit of cavalry I don't know if we can do it. Okay, we have one break here. So we will round up as many of them as we can. And let's charge into these legionaries actually before we finish off this unit, because having this unit routing here will be good for harming the enemy morale. So, okay, we broke another unit here. And we're going to do the same thing with them. Keep them alive somewhat. Let's just try to wrap up another unit over here. Unfortunately, these are Praetorians, so we don't have a good chance of breaking them. I don't even know if this is worth risking, but I'm going to try charging them. They're shaken. I really hope we don't break here. How are we doing? Eager, they're shaken, but they don't have any enemies routing around them in this case. Okay, shaken. Come on, encircle them. This is our only chance, but it's not working. I think we may have made a mistake here. We're shaken, they're steady. All right. Oh, no, they're wavering. I don't know. Okay, we broke them. We took a lot of casualties, but we broke them. I wonder if we could break this next unit. Archer Auxilia, that we could definitely break. Charge these Archer Auxilia. There's no way we route up this whole army, right? There's no way. Come on. Okay, these Archer Auxilia have broken. That is to be expected. The question is, do we keep routing up the whole army while we have momentum and units breaking, or do we just accept that as a win and wait for the next wave? I don't think we have a chance of breaking them out there. I'm not going to test my luck. Let's get back to the city center. We've killed 42% of the enemy, which is a good result, but we've lost a lot of our strength. Let's just stay strong, stay on the city center, and wait for the next wave. I really wish I could use this unit of slingers, but they're stuck outside the city, so I don't really know how to get them involved. So who's inside the city right now? There's a unit, I believe it's, yeah, this unit. What are you? Praetorians, more Praetorians. Why always Praetorians? Let's drop again with our infantry. Let's kind of take inventory. We have about half of our missiles left. Our Cretans are at about half ammo. We haven't used any of these javelins yet from the mercenary peltasts, so that's good. Alright, I don't know. We'll see if we can take this next unit. We're going to let them really push up into us before we attack them, because we want to get as many javelins in as possible. We want to make sure that they're at a huge disadvantage and they're totally surrounded. So let's slow this down a little bit. They are nearly in range of some missiles. We'll hit them in the side with our mercenary peltasts. And then, what are they going to do here? They're not going to form a testudo, right? No, okay. Kind of looked like they were going to for a second. So we'll charge on the side with our infantry and our cavalry. I can't imagine them succeeding here. I mean, they're eager somehow. Okay, and broken. There we go. Run them down. Nice and easy. Tell everyone to save their ammunition. Do not fire at will. That's another unit of Praetorians killed. Amazing. The amount of heroic victories I've had at Thermon is just ridiculous. Leave me alone. I will drop the cavalry again. They are getting just so flimsy. Some of these units are down to like 2 soldiers. Come on, we can survive. What are they going to send in next? That is the question. Looks like... Is this more Praetorians? Are you kidding me? How many Praetorians did you bring? This time, since they're really leaning on that siege tower, they're avoiding the towers over here that they were running into a lot last time when they were going through the front gate. So, yeah, this is not great. For this next unit of Praetorians, I'm going to turn everyone on fire at will. Let them just throw all of their javelins, because another unit of Praetorians, we really will barely be able to beat them if we don't use all of our javelins. So he's nearly in range of the Cretans, but we just don't have that much Cretan ammo left. I am tempted to... I'm going to hold off on firing with the Cretans for the last charge of the last infantry in this army, because we have a lot of javelins still. That will be more than enough to break this Praetorian, hopefully. I want to save some ammo for the stuff that doesn't have as much armor. Alright, so Praetorians are steady. We'll charge them in the side with everything we have. Just charge into them. Let's see if we can get another break here. Yep, nice and easy. They're broken. So everyone run them down. And we don't really have any missiles left in any of our units, but I will tell them not to fire at will. Just run down the Praetorians. Get as many kills as you can. We've killed 61% of the enemy army. We're doing surprisingly well. I thought this was definitely a loss. The question is, who is next? Are they sending someone in right now, or are they broken again? Alright, I don't think they're reacting anymore. They're not pushing into the city, so I'm going to send a unit of long shield cavalry out. We're just going to see if we can tempt them to get back in the city. No one is really reacting. Okay. The general's unit is reacting, so we will walk back to the city center. They're not following. But we killed a few of them with our tower, so maybe we could just do this over and over. These two cavalry are the stars of the show. They will kill this whole unit. Oh, and my unit broke. Hopefully we can get some more kills on these Praetorians. I'm just going to keep doing this once they reform. Stop breaking. I'm going to switch to a different unit just because I feel like these guys are losing their nerve. They're breaking more like aggressively where they run all the way back to the city center. So we're going to switch up to this next unit of 5 cavalry. Oh, that's not good. Actually took damage there. I'll grab the unit of 2 again. Use them. They're a little bit more nimble. I think they just died. I didn't mean for them to die, but I think they just died. Must have thrown some javelins I didn't see. Come on, guys. I don't know how else to do this battle, because I can't just charge out there and lose all my troops. This unit of Praetorians is exhausted. There's no way I could just kill them, right? If I grab my cavalry. You know what might be a better use of my time? Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have them follow me around the city like I did in the last episode. This is much easier than doing this with cavalry because I can just walk it. This is great. They're taking so much damage here. Yes, just follow the cavalry. You will get them eventually. This may be slow, but this unit is down to 63. They've lost over 100 Praetorians. I think this is the only way I can do this. I am sorry to the viewers who want action in this campaign other than just defending one city over and over again in every single episode, but at this point that is really all I have. I have no choice until I can bring my reinforcements on the Armada. This is what I will be doing. So, you know, I hope you have some sick pleasure in watching Brutii die in front of towers, because that's my content now. That's my channel. And they've decided to testudo right in front of this gate with their back facing the tower. So this unit should die here and now. So that's fantastic. We can finally deal with the rest of the army. I'll just let them die here. And the general does not get included in the testudo, so I'm not really sure what the plan is for protecting him. But I don't think that the general soldier himself can ever die from a tower. I've never seen it. I'm pretty sure I've tested this like 10 years ago, and he should never die from the tower. So We're just going to let the rest of his troops die, and then we will finish him off. It'll be a 3v1 with long shield cavalry versus the general himself. So we'll just give it a few more seconds for these guys to die off. Man, these guys are tough. They've eaten like 10,000 arrows. These 3 guys. I would love to know what the total damage they've absorbed with armor is. There we go, just 2 more. Last one, and then we can finish off the general himself. Alright, I'm going to start walking my cavalry over. And I guess that confirms it. The tower has stopped firing, so the tower can never kill the general himself. And now we can just charge him with our 3 long shield cavalry. Let's see if we can do the job. Hopefully we lose this. Maybe he'll solo. You never know. Come on, guys. Just stab him a few times. He's an older guy. You got this. This feels like bullying. He's not really fighting back. Alright, there you go. You gotta stab him. Come on, guys. You got this. Oh, no! If we lose this, I will be so sad. Come on, guys. Stab him. Stab him. I'll speed this up a little bit because this is taking forever. Come on, guys. Oh, he fell down. He didn't die, but he tripped. So close. Come on. Oh, no. He's killed one of the last horses. It's a 1 versus 1. He's been knocked down several times. They're just circling each other. Come on. What are you doing? What is this dance? They're Spanish. They got to do the like running of the bulls. What are you doing? Okay, come on. Stop it. What are you doing? Just walk at him. There you go. Stab him. Alright, go up a hill and then charge him. There we go. That was a good run. Get up there. Get another charge bonus in. Come on. Kill him. Alright, I'm sending the 7 round shield cavalry to assist. He's really eating a lot of spears. I cannot believe he killed them. Alright, now it'll be the 7. Come on, round shields. You got this. 7 versus 1. This should be nice and easy. Okay, come on. Come on, you can do this. Just bully him. Push him around. There you go. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? This man. Alright, he's getting executed by Cretans. No. We're using hoplites. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and get my Cretans up the walls to get some shots in on the infantry below. So go up here and let's check on our hoplites. They're making their way out. Can 3 hoplites do the job? Come on, I'm believing in you. So Cretans are going to go up the walls, and I'm not going to leave them on fire at will. I'll tell them what to do when they get up there. Alright, hoplites are almost out of the city. This is your final mission. You must kill the enemy general. Alright, enter phalanx formation. Come on, you got this. He shouldn't be able to touch you, right, guys? Come on. He's like waving at them. He's like, come on over. I got this. I've already taken out a couple units by myself. Come on. No, no, they've immediately dropped their spears. This isn't going to work well. No. All right. That's it. We're just gonna run him down with 50 cavalry. This guy is a menace. Absolute menace. Let's check on our Cretans. They don't know how to climb towers. That's great. Come on. We can't take this tower? I don't think we can take this tower. No, we cannot take this tower. Alright, go over here. Grab this tower. And finally, I mean, surely 49 cavalry this guy cannot handle. Right? There's no risk here. Okay, he's fleeing. At least we will finally kill him now. That man was actually Iron Man. Alright, let's get you guys back in the city. Let's check on our Cretans. They have made it on the walls. Bring them over here. See if we can get some shots in. Now, who do we want to shoot? I'm thinking probably these full-strength legionaries. This is going to be the toughest stuff on the battlefield because these Praetorians are holding a ladder, so that kind of makes them a little weaker. Shoot these legionaries, and then we'll shoot these early legionaries to get them a little bit weakened as well. We just want to make everyone kind of weak enough that we can do some damage with cavalry and break them. And at this point, the only option we have really is to charge out. They're not going to come inside the city, so let's get all our heaviest infantry, our biggest units, which is going to unfortunately include Cretans. And we're just going to get outside of the city and prepare for a battle. But we are, I mean, we shouldn't win this, right? Like, they outnumber us. They have heavy infantry. I don't really see how we win this, but we're going to try our best. If we can get this fight to happen in front of a tower, maybe? I don't know. Maybe if we just have everyone charge in together? I don't know. Let's get a little bit closer. Slow this down. This unit of legionaries... Alright, let's just have everyone charge. We'll send the cavalry around the side. Bull warriors have made contact. The legionaries are shaken momentarily. Now they're steady. We're already losing bull warriors. The enemy are shaken, but that's it. I don't think we really have any chance. Oh my gosh, we broke them. Okay. Take on these early legionaries next, or these Praetorians, whoever you can reach. Just try and keep this going. Everyone just keep fighting. See if you can cause another break. Come on. One break. We need to get a second one. Fight these early legionaries. They're wavering. Praetorians are only shaken. Okay, these early legionaries have broken. One more. Just the Praetorians now. Come on, everyone. I don't know. I don't know if we have enough strength here. We have things breaking. I'm going to send the weak unit of round shields to just round up some early legionaries that are fleeing and just keep fighting these Praetorians. I don't think there's any way we win this, fortunately. Maybe we just conserve our strength, get everyone out of there. Hopefully the Praetorians enter the city now that they've dropped the ladders. I don't really know. Yeah, no, it's not. This isn't going well. Get everyone to the city center. Hopefully they charge in now. Come on, everyone. Everyone to the city center. Ah, man, what do we have left? They definitely have the advantage here. We've killed 86% of them. Ah, we just need them to break once. Come on. Everyone get to the city center. Literally the last unit here is going to take the city, I think. Oh, yeah, and the other unit reformed. I don't really know how we do this. Come on, guys. Muster all of our strength. What do we have here? A couple hundred soldiers. What do they have over here? They have a pretty strong unit of early legionaries and a Praetorian. Ooh. I think name of the game here, make a front line of our best infantry, make a flank of cavalry, and just get all these little flimsy units of infantry on this flank and just try and hit them from as many sides as possible before the reinforcements arrive. Early legionary, this is actually the best case. They are only 88 of them, so we can probably handle them. Let's definitely try to encircle them. They're reloading. Let's try to pin them with our infantry, and then we'll hit them in the rear with our cavalry. Okay, they've broken. That's good. That's very good. All right. Try to run them all down. We're going to reform all the rest of our troops into the formation we had. Just like this. Run down those early legionaries. They're almost all gone. Okay, then get our flank of cavalry again. Get our flank of infantry again over here. Come on, guys. Get to safety. We can maybe do this. Just barely. If something else attacks, though, I really do not know what I'm going to do after this battle. I mean, I don't even know that I'm going to win this battle. But after this battle, there's no chance. I have just nothing left here. Luckily, they're exhausted and all my troops are fresh. They're shaken. They're reloading. Okay. So now's the time to charge in with the infantry and get behind them with the cavalry. They're just shaken. But now they're up to steady. Oh, man. All right, charge on the side over here. Oh my goodness, we did it. Run them down. Kill them all. We won the battle. Somehow. It took like 40 minutes, but somehow we did it. Okay, heroic victory I think is an understatement. There's got to be like a higher level for what I'm doing here at Thermon. If I don't get a man of the hour out of this, I don't know what is wrong with this world. We're down to 291 troops. There's just nothing left in this city. We have fought this city to death. Please leave me alone. Oh my goodness, they're actually leaving me alone. Oh, I feel violated in Thermon. That was horrific. I feel so good retraining these troops. They cannot stop me now. Oh my goodness, that was just brutal. Alright, I want more Scutarii. That's what I need. Javelins, swords. That's what I want in Thermon. Finally, we managed to defend the city just in time for the reinforcements to arrive. Wow, that is crazy. Now the question is, what do we do with the reinforcing army? Because now we maybe don't need them so much to protect Thermon. I think we send at least one general over to help out in Thermon. We'll buy some Cretans, get some more hoplites. That's great. But the rest of the army could counterattack against the Brutii. I don't think we need them for Apollonia. I think Apollonia is safe enough. Maybe we just go down to either Corinth or Larissa. I'm kind of scared to go down to Corinth because of what happened at Sparta, but I'm going to do it. I think this is the way to counterattack against the Brutii. Just take some cities off of them while they're kind of split between Apollonia, Thermon, and defending their cities. Take a couple cities, and then hopefully this just cripples their strength a little bit and their ability to train up those armies. Let's take a look at our construction report. In Osca, we have a practice range. We'll go ahead for the archery range. May as well. Lepkus Magna, we have that archery range. We'll get a weaponsmith here, and let's build some more troops here, just in case the Egyptians ever show up. We'll get some bull warriors and some warhounds. In Cydonia, we have a practice range, and we'll go ahead for the archery range as well. Dimity, we have an execution square repaired, and the large temple of milk cart. Let's take a look at that temple. Just increasing tradable goods, so we'll knock that down at some point. But for now, let's build some more skirmishers in Dimity. Their general's kind of just hanging out in the desert. He's not really making an attempt to defend their capital. So I'm going to kind of beeline for their capital. They have their factionaire bringing a little bit of an army, maybe to counterattack against Dimity. Hopefully they can intercept Gregory the Butcher here, because honestly, it's not a very good army for actually fighting. But we'll just try our best to kind of stay mobile, stay away from the Carthaginian armies in the field. I'm going to continue marching Bilo the Allergites to defend Dimity. We want this as strong as possible until we knock out the Carthaginians. And let's take a look at our faction announcements. Gartzi of Emporii got married. Congratulations. Zorion the Carpetani has been born. That's a very good name. And Gregory II got a master smith. That's great. I thought Gregory II was a little bit better than this. He kind of doesn't look that good. But, you know, he's got a great name, so he's going to stay our factionaire. Maybe I should try to identify a new factionaire, though, because he's not that good. Let's take a look at our end of turn report. We profited 12,300 denarii. We're pretty much always profiting at this point. I'm not too worried about our economy, really. Continue marching the barbarian mercenaries to Alesia to reinforce that. And now that we have public order under control a little bit here in Alesia, let's maybe build something a little more useful. We'll build some Longshow cavalry and some Scutarii, and then we'll continue building peasants just to keep the public order in check. Carbassi the Conqueror could go ahead and take Trier right now. Let's see Is there... I mean, there's honestly a pretty decent garrison here. I'm not going to start this fight right away. I'll starve them out a little bit. I'd rather fight them in the field, so if they sally out, I'll have a bit of an advantage with all this cavalry. But yeah, fighting heavy infantry with a good general on the city center does not sound like my cup of tea, so we're going to try to avoid that for a little while. In Apollonia, we're still just besieged here. We can hold out for another 7 turns, but I'll go ahead and combine these troops just so we're prepared for a battle if they try to break the walls and take the city. But yeah, we have just so many troops here. I really would be shocked if they managed to win that fight. And we still have those bull warriors just hanging out in the port of Tarentum. I don't really have anywhere I can safely bring them for now. Maybe a little later I'll drop them off at Thermon. I guess I could temporarily put this ship in the port of Apollonia, and maybe a little later I'll have the move points to move south and reinforce Thermon. Let's go ahead and end this turn. There's not much else we can do. Our general's moving up towards France. Unfortunately, we are attacked in the middle of the desert, but I thought this army might be a little bit better than it is. Not too scary. Town militia, skirmishers, Iberians, that kind of stuff. I think it's best to fight them out in the field here. Let's check up on Bondishmun Olesipo. He's good. He's a factionaire, but no great traits, no morale boosting traits. Gurguri the Butcher is terrifying, so I think we can pretty easily handle this. He is getting a little older, though, so at this point, I can start using that massive unit of cavalry a little more liberally, because if he dies, it's really not the end of the world. He's getting up there in years anyways. So we have a good amount of cavalry in this battle. We'll definitely use that with Gurguri as kind of a hammer. And then we have bull warriors, so they can kind of help out the Libyan mercenaries, just lobbing missiles in. We'll see if we can get some kills with them. Let's start with our long shield cavalry, get them over on the flank over here. I would love to fight their round shield cavalry, and I think we could pretty easily win that. Let's try and fight these round shield cavalry with my Libyan mercenaries and my bull warriors. Just see if we can kind of tie them up in a battle, because they'll take a lot of damage from javelins here. I'm going to tell these Libyans not to skirmish, just because they're not going to be any use in this battle if they're just constantly skirmishing. Over here, our round shield, or their round shields, are getting surrounded by my long shields, so that should be a pretty easy win. However, their faction heir just got involved. He charged into the side of my long shield, so they're going to have some morale issues there for sure. Let's send our bull warriors after these skirmishers and send our Libyans after these Iberians. And I'm just going to go ahead and get involved with Gurguri. He has 125 heavy cavalry. He can easily defeat some town militia and then help out with the faction heir. A faction heir is running. Let's chase him down with the long shields. This is not going to work out for him. Got to be somewhat careful with Gurguri. He's at the front here, but he's fighting town militia. I mean, if he dies to town militia, I think it's time for a new faction leader anyways. Come on, guys. There we go. Broken. Run them down. And then this bodyguard over here, the faction heir of the Carthaginians, he's surrounded. He's shaken. Let's finish him off real quick. Up here, let's check on the bull warriors. They're doing just fine. They're slaughtering these skirmishers. And these Iberians are getting ripped apart by my Libyans. Yeah, not really too scared about that. So I'll let the light cavalry chase down the enemy general, and I will use Gurguri to clean up the rest of this army. Yeah, just charge these units. They break pretty easily. I don't think we're going to catch the enemy general because he's just a little bit too slimy. But let's go ahead and end the battle. That was a nice victory. Hopefully they don't make it back to the city of Nept if they retreat. Looks like they probably did go that way, so we might have to fight them again. Alright, come on, Gurguri the Butcher. Keep it moving. Nept only has one unit in it, so they didn't make it all the way back to the city itself. Let's see. I'm not sure exactly where they ended up. We'll go ahead and take Bilo the Allergites and his cavalry into Dimity, and we'll keep the rest of the troops moving to get their next turn. Dimity is under control public order-wise, and looks like they're not going to try to do anything with their army of war elephants, so we're just going to let them hang out in the desert. And looks like Egypt has just made Scythia a client kingdom. I'm going to be honest, I never used a client kingdom system. I don't even really know what it is. but it doesn't sound good. This is just a few turns after Egypt declared war on Scythia, so I don't think it's going well for Scythia. Let's take a look at our construction report. Narbor Martius, we completed our meeting hall. We'll just keep working on all these buildings. I'll get a market, boost the trade just slightly by 50. That'll pay for itself eventually. Massilia, we do have our market. We'll go ahead and build stables here. We want to be able to build long shields eventually. At Thermon, we repaired the remaining buildings that had not been repaired. And let's go ahead and build the Sacred Circle of Isis. We definitely want to be able to train bull warriors here. That would have been really useful to have in the battle that we fought, several battles that we fought against the Brutii there. And Dunoro of Sigabriga and the army of generals has landed outside Corinth. Do we want to just besiege Corinth or besiege several cities at once? That's the question. I'm thinking we could besiege at least 2 cities. So let's take 3 of the generals and half of the army and besiege Corinth. And then let's kind of evaluate, could we win this battle? Against 2 units of Praetorians, a unit of legionaries, and a general? I don't know. Let's give them some more strength. I don't want to make the same mistake I made at Sparta and totally blunder the battle. So let's give them a couple units of phalanxes, the mercenary hoplites. I think they'll be able to win with a unit of heavy infantry, 2 units of hoplites, and 3 generals. I think they can win that. And then let's besiege Sparta. There are only 4 units here. Hopefully they're not too scary. Let's see what they have. Oh, this feels like deja vu. 2 units of legionaries, a unit of legionary infantry, and Praetorian cohort. Yeah, this is what I lost against last time at Sparta. It's even a little bit stronger. So I'm a little nervous. I might retreat if I feel like I can't win this battle. But I have more heavy cavalry this time, which means I can probably handle the legionary cavalry. So, yeah, we'll see. I might end up retreating from Sparta. Hopefully we don't lose this army as well. That would be embarrassing. Honestly, good time to get +1 command from a mercenary captain or the general commanding Sparta's attack army. I'm all right with that. That's good. Let's take a look at our faction announcements. We have a new general who's come of age, Avaros the Allergites, over on Carolus, which is my capital currently, so that's good. And he seems all right. He's not going to have any children because he's barren already, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll go ahead and leave him here, have a general in the capital. That makes sense. And let's take a look at our end of turn report. We lost 641 denarii that turn. We're spending 47,000 a turn on just army upkeep. I will definitely be relieved when we've won the North African campaign and we can start to kind of disband these massive armies that are just hanging out in North Africa. Because at some point, this is getting really expensive. Let's go ahead and combine these troops. We want them to be nice and strong for a battle for Nept. And I think that's a great place to end this part. A little bit of a shorter part than we're used to with the Spanish campaign. But there's a lot to look forward to next turn, and it could be a very big turn if they sally out at Sparta and Corinth, and if the Brutii try to break in at Apollonia. I could be fighting for over an hour just against the Brutii when I click end turn. So we're not going to risk it. I will go ahead and call it a part here. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying the series, and have a great day. Bye-bye.